Hey.
Hey! Hi. Hey, did you guys come to watch the show with us?
Actually, we came to say goodbye. We're leaving Landview.
You're leaving today?
We know it's last minute.
We have a ton of stuff to do. There's not a lot of time to do it. We have to find a place to live.
No, you don't. There's plenty of room at the compound in Mayfair. Your brothers will put out the welcome mat.
And I'm sure that Kelly will be very happy to have another woman in the house.
If she can keep her clothes on.
That's very generous, Clint. Thank you.
Well, when you get there, thank me. There's no telling you'll even make it to the airport.
Clint is right. It's one thing to get past us. You still have to get past your sister.
Well, we better get going if we're gonna make it to Roxy's party.
I can't believe this is goodbye.
No, it's not. It's see you soon.
Oh, honey, I will see you very, very soon.
Shane, I need you to do me a big favor.
Sure. What is it?
Keep your eye on your dad, okay? He's big trouble.
Yeah, no kidding.
Rex, you okay for money?
Thanks. We're good.
Rex, would it be strange if we hugged?
A little. We can do it anyway. Did we make it?
You're just in time.
Sorry we're late.
Well, there's one way you can make it up to me, you know?
Come on, Roxy. Do you really want me to sacrifice a great opportunity for my son just so we can stay here in Landview?
Yes. Maybe.
Look, I know you're upset, but can you pretend that you're not so we can enjoy our last afternoon in Landview here, please, as a family?
We are seconds from the final episode of Fraternity Row. As we close, I turn to some comments from publisher Victoria Lord, whose late daughter Megan once headlined the cast, playing twins Roxanne and Ruby Bright. Let's take a look.
Megan actually passed away nearly 20 years ago, but I still to this day get stopped on the street by Fraternity Row fans who remember the characters that she played. And some ask how she's doing or will she ever return. But I must tell you that there are times I get so caught up in the show that I find myself wondering the same thing. The fans are so loyal, so passionate, so invested in their stories. I always ask how they started watching Fraternity Row. Some of them were stay-at-home mothers taking a break before their children came home from school. Others were college students with free time between classes. Many of them inherited a love of the show from their parents or their grandparents, who were longtime fans themselves. I remember the first time I tuned into Fraternity Row. I was hooked instantly. I needed to know what would happen next to these fascinating people. Would the hero and the heroine find their way back to true love? Would the villains get their comeuppance? Or would their crimes go unpunished? Would loving families overcome their obstacles? Or would their troubles prove too difficult to surmount? Ultimately, that's what soap opera is about. Families. Close families. Rival families. Even families that are unexpected. Or the ones we choose for ourselves. And when a show is lucky enough to be on the air as long as Fraternity Row has been on, these families become extensions of our own. The audience might be upset when a favorite actor leaves, but they're always willing to welcome a new one, even when that new cast member is quite different than the one being replaced. After all, this is a place where people come back from the dead, go off to grade school in the morning, and come home from high school in the afternoon. Because for every new face, every new couple, every new family, there are long familiar faces. Some who have grown up before our very eyes. And a few more we hope to watch grow up. We know them so well. They've become our friends. We yearn for their happiness, especially when it's hard won. We laugh as they laugh. We cry as they cry, and we can't imagine doing without them. And when things are at their very worst on the show, that's when we seem to enjoy them the most. There's just one thing we have to do to keep them in our lives. Tune in tomorrow.
That is one nutty fraternity.
There you have it, the Fraternity Row finale! Slam Bang, full of tears, laughter, suspense, and of course, true to form, an over-the-top surprise ending.
I'll say that was a complete surprise. Lorraine was a man?
How did Durwood not know?
Okay, so the person in the coma that we thought was Brandon's father was actually his mother, and Lorraine was his father!
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
I thought it was so brilliant.
I said it was ridiculous. I didn't say it was bad.
Oh, it was brilliant, brilliant. You liked it?
Yeah, I liked how Brandon and Lorraine got over their differences.
He accepted her for who she was because he knew she had been the best mom she could be.
It didn't matter that she used to be a guy.
Brandon and Lorraine will always love each other no matter what kind of crazy stuff she's done or how far apart they'd ever be.
Why are you all ganging up on me?
Oh, because I'm a balsam and I play dirty to get what I want. And before I take my family across the pond, I would like to have your blessing. So can I have it, please?
Gosh dang it. Of course I'll give you my blessing.
Thanks, Grandma.
Thank you, Roxy.
How could I stand in the way of you doing right by my grandson?
Well, way to upstage my exit. Rocking a cane, bullet hole fresh off another death-defying rescue. You know, you were getting too old for heroics, Uncle Bo.
And you had better be careful, son.
Okay. Well, I'll be careful overseas.
You know, Lambview's gonna be worse off without the Balsams. And I am too. Because you are a good man, Rex. Rex. And I'm proud to call you my friend. And I want you to take real good care of yourself and of your family. Okay, Balsam?